In the shadowed foothills of the Appalachian Mountains lies a place locals refuse to speak of. The Forest of Whispers. Mark Davidson, a travel vlogger searching for dangerous locations, arrives with his friend Eric and Eric's younger sister Lena at the old ranger station. An elderly man warns them not to enter. He tells them never to answer the whispers because once the forest knows your name it already owns you. Ignoring the warning, they enter the woods where the air is unnaturally silent. No birds, no insects, only a heavy pressure surrounding them. Soon they hear it, a soft voice calling their names, first Lena, then Mark, then Eric. The forest whispers. As if it is alive, they try to turn back, but the trail behind them has vanished, twisted into new paths, trapping them inside. Night falls too quickly, and fog surrounds their camp. The whispers return louder, hungrier footsteps circle their tent, bare human feet dragging through leaves. Eric shines a light, and they see a tall gray figure with a stitched mouth, glowing white eyes, and a shaking hand pointing deeper into the woods as if warning them. But behind it, torches ignite and dozens of masked figures emerge, chanting in low rhythmic voices. The forest calls, the forest chooses, the forest feasts. The hikers run through the darkness until they find an abandoned cabin. Inside, the walls covered in strange symbols and dried human faces stretched like masks. A slow knock echoes on the door and the whisper calls Lena's name. When they look back, Lena is gone. Her scream echoes through the forest. Mark and Eric follow it to a clearing where Lena lies on a stone altar surrounded by cultists wearing animal skulls. The leader, with a cracked deer skull, raises an obsidian dagger, declaring that the forest accepts the offering. Mark and Eric attack, but the ground trembles, the trees bend, and the stitched mouth figure appears again, terrified not of them but of the cult. The forest awakens, roots burst from the earth, dragging cultists underground as they scream. The forest devours its own. Mark frees Lena and Eric fights off a cultist. The forest opens a single path for them to escape, and they run through collapsing fog until they reach the ranger station. The old ranger tells them they survived only because the forest had taken enough. That night, months later, Mark uploads the footage online. Many think it's fake, but one night at 3:11 a.m. he wakes to his phone playing a mysterious audio recording. A whisper calls his name, then Lena's voice joins. Even though she is asleep down the hall, a final whisper comes from directly behind him, telling him to come back. Now the screen goes dark and the whispering begins again.